Mike Stacey, custom cue, just hit the inventory here at Crossroad Cues. Nice gambler theme. Gambler theme. You've got dice inlays, and then you've got the deck of card inlays right here. Look at that. You got the spades and the hearts, the diamonds, everything inlaid right there into the rosewood. So 4-point, 4 veneer, made by one of my all-time favorite cue makers and notably one of the nicest guys that you will ever meet in the pool cue world, Mr. Mike Stacey from Indiana. Mike, of course, has been making cues for an extremely, extremely long time. He is a long-term member of the American Cue Makers Association. He proudly represents them. And Mike, of course, always presents his cues at the Super Billiards Expo. And he has been selling out at the Expo, selling out for good reason. Because when you look at what you get in a Mike Stacey cue for the money, and above all, with the playability, you cannot go wrong. That's why he's definitely one of my favorite cue makers. I have some of Mike's cues in my personal collection. Biggest problem I've got here as a dealer with Mike's cues is if I dare hit a ball with one, I will end up not posting it and not selling it, and you cannot run a business that way. But I am definitely guilty of stashing away some of Mike's cues. I'm a big fan of the hit of Mike's cues. So he notably, primarily, almost always uses what we like to call the big pin. That is the 3/8 Southwest style, of course. Big pin right there. Mike's cues always have a solid and commanding hit. This cue's got a forward balance. I just can't say enough about Mike's craftsmanship. His finish work is extremely clean. Mike doesn't rush for anybody, and he is an extremely talented cue maker, to say the least. So what you have here, again, you've got that really cool gambler theme. Those are ebony boxes, and then you've got Elforyn dice that are inlaid, and that is into rosewood in the butt sleeve. You got that really cool Mike Stacey logo right there on the butt cap, and then, of course, on the rubber bumper right there. Nice tight form fit black and white linen wrap. You've got some highly figured stained Birdseye up front. You know what's amazing about Mike's cues to me, and I said this to him recently on the phone, I normally like an ebony fronted cue. Okay, so I like a cue that is forward balanced. I like a cue that has a heavier weight up front and that hits really solid. Mike can make a cue hit like thunder and use a Birdseye maple up front, use a maple. And that's one of the things that is really impressive about his cues, how solid that they hit. Anybody that has played with a Stacey cue, and they are known all over the world, of course, will tell you that the hit is extremely good. So that is rosewood in the points. Again, going into very highly figured stained Birdseye. You've got some spearhead inlays right there at the top of each point. I mean, this cue has a lot of work. There is a total of 44 inlays in this cue. The points are inlaid with Ebony and Elforyn, okay? Elforyn, depends on who you talk to. And then you've also got an inlay on top of the deck of cards, I like to say. Look, I'll show you that one more time right there. How cool is that? As I was saying earlier, for the money, when you're dealing with the Mike Stacey, you're truly not going to be able to really get much that's going to compare when you look at how much, what we like to call bang for your buck, that you get. You would expect a cue like this to be well over $3,000 or even $4,000 when you look at the quality, you look at the amount of inlay work, and then again, above all, the playability. This cue is significantly less. The veneer colors on this one are natural red, looks like a hunter green, and then they're bordered in black. This is a 58-inch cue. The butt of this cue is 15.1 ounce. Nice 15.1 ounce butt. Shafts are coming up at 3.5 ounce, 13 millimeter. Look at those snow white, high quality maple shafts. The other thing about Mike that I know from our friendship and our business relationship, Mike has some very, very, very good wood in his shop that is very well aged. I don't know the amount of time that he waits, but I know for a fact by the type of maple shafts that I see from Mike, he is definitely using premium wood. So there you go. Brand new Mike Stacey 4.4 veneer, 44 inlays, gambler style themed with the deck of cards up top, the dice down low. Who's going to roll the dice and get this bad boy into your hands and on the table where it belongs? Mike Stacey, available right now at crossroadcues.com.